Good day, class. Welcome to English 4 Technical Police Report Writing. Today, we are going to discuss all the topics that the class discussed or tackled this past few weeks through Google Meet. Okay? So, sa mga naay mga internet problem connection, mao ni ang inyong way for you to be able to learn and educate yourself about technical police report writing. So let's start. So writing, it is a skill that every student should master for efficient expression of ideas. This skill is needed in all types of professions and jobs, especially because communication is a vital component of any endeavor. So, writing, it is a skill that can be learned through time, okay? Natay kasabihan nga, practice makes perfect. So, in order for you to progress, to prosper, para maging hawd ka sa pag-express sa imong idea, sa pag-convey sa imong message, para mas masabtan dayon sa reader kung unsa ang thought nga gusto nimo ipaabot sa ilaha, you have to master the skill of writing. How? By kanunay ka magsulat, di ba? Through essay, storytelling, writing paragraphs, or whatsoever. As long as the practice nimo unsaon nimo pag construct sa sentences, pag-construct sa paragraphs, sa formats, different kind of formats, different kind or different terminologies that you are going to use in a specific report or in a specific sentence, mao na ang kinahanglan nimong i-learn throughout the time, because writing is a skill nga dili siya ma-develop or ma-unlock overnight. Okay? So, not all people are good at writing. Writing in the sense that dili gid ingon nga literal ka magsulat, okay? Tanan kabalo magsulat except kung wala gid kay kamot, no? Pero tanan kabalo magsulat, but dili tanan kabalo kung unsaon nila pag-express og tarong sa ilahang gusto iingon, nga namagoy uban nga taas kayo og giingon, pero ang thought niya is inani lang day siya kamubo, pero ang iyang pag-construct sa sentence is taas kaayo. So naay problem ana, because you can construct sentences nga mas brief, mas shorter, mas dili kapuyon mubasa si reader, kasi mas nakaka-drain ng utak kung taas kaayo ang imong ginabasa, tapos mubo lang di ang thought niya. So it's just a waste of time. Okay? So ang pagsusulat is hindi lang sa na-apply as a student, di ba? Hindi lang na-apply sa eskwela, na-apply din siya sa trabaho. Whatever your job is, either you are the janitor, tendera, cashier, bank teller, office staff, office clerk, or if you are the police officer or a military or whatsoever, you are required to write something. You are required or obliged to make reports, make journals. So dili siya ingon nga ang writing or ang skills sa writing is nakabutang lang or nakafocus lang sa isa ka specific nga job description or kind of job. So tanan klase nga trabaho, ma-apply gyapon ni siya nga skill. So mao na nga nganong kinahanglan kaayo siya nimo i-acquire. Okay? So proficiency in writing required not only of civilians but also of uniformed personnel such as police officers, who are considered the premier law enforcers in the country. They write police reports during their day-to-day activity. So, ang writing or proficiency in writing, meaning unsa ka ka-proficient, unsa ka epektibo sa pagsusulat, sa paghimo og report, is required not only sa mga civilians, not only sa mga tao nga naay ordinary job, kundi applicable din siya sa uniform personnel such as police officers. Why? Because you create your daily journal, di ba? Ang journal sa police officers is nagabase siya sa unsay dagan sa iyang adlaw during sa iyang duty. And nagabuhat po siya reports, depende kung what kind of report ang gipangayo sa yaha. And samot na kung ikaw is the investigator, di ba? You are obliged or you must make different kinds of report, different kinds of memorandum, different kinds of investigation report, depende kung unsa nga klase nga kaso ang imong gihawiran. Okay? So you must be sweet to ana. Okay? So, police report writing. Police report writing is a regular part of an officer's job. So, just like what I said earlier dito sa previous slide, nga ang police report writing or ang police writing is part of job description na sa officer because they write reports or journals sa pangadlaw-adlaw nilang trabaho, di ba? It must be complete, factual, accurate, and detailed reports can speed up an investigation, while incomplete, opinionated, inaccurate, distorted, or misleading reports can impede it or even get it dismissed in the court on the basis of a technicality regardless of the facts. So when you are going to make reports, you must base on the facts, okay? Whether if you have personal opinion sa isa ka specific nga case nga imong gihawiran or sa specific nga report nga imong ginahimo, you must keep it to yourself. Do not put it in your report, together with your report. No, because your report must based on facts. Kung unsa ang mga information nga imong na-gather, mao lang pud ang imong ibutang sa imong report. No more, no less. Okay? And it must be complete, accurate, and detailed. Meaning, si 5 wives and 1 husband, dapat present to siya sa imong content. Okay? So, when the time comes kay ipasa na nimo imong report sa imong superior, and when he's going to read your report, wala na siya follow-up questions regarding sa specific case nga gipabuhat sa imuha. Okay? Kay tungod, kompletos recados na siya, naana siya sa imuhang content, na nakapaloob na siya sa imuhang report. So, dapat inana siya kompleto, accurate, meaning, punto per punto ang imuhang ginagamit nga mga words para mas masabtan siya. And just like any other skills in police work, writing effective police reports is a skill that must be learned and practiced. So, just like I said earlier nga, writing is a skill na dili siya ma-unlock or ma-discover overnight. So you must practice it and you will learn throughout the time. Okay? So definition of police report writing. A report is an account of some subject specially investigated or an official statement of facts. So when you are going to say report, you are reporting or you are going to state the facts, the information that you've gathered in your investigation or during your investigation. No more, no less. Kung unsan lang to imong nagather nga mga information, mao lang pod ang imong ihatag sa imong superior, mao lang pod ang imong i-report, mao na imong isulat sa imong report. Okay, mao na imong content. Okay? A police report is a chronological or step-by-step account of an incident that transpired in a given time. When we say chronological, meaning it is a step-by-step. Dili pwede nga mag-jump ka sa fact nga nakulong na si suspetsado, ayha nimo state sa imong report nga mao ni ang kaso o mao ni ang nahitabo, mao ni ang krimen, kanus saan nahitabo ang krimen. No, you have to start from the beginning nga i-state nimo sa imong report nga yes, naay inani nga klase nga kaso or incident nga nahitabo, and ang involve aning incidentehan is kani sila, mao ni si victim, o unsa ba kung na-injured ba si victim, i-state nimo siya. Mao ni ang witnesses, mao ni si suspect, i-state po nimo if si suspect is at large or naka-detain na ba si suspect. So on and so forth. Tapos i-run on din nimo kung unsa nay dagan sa kaso, kung nag-conduct ba mo og follow-up investigation, nakagather ba mo og further evidences or information regarding sa kaso nga inyong gihawiran, and whatsoever. Dapat step by step siya. Magsugod siya sa number 1, hantod mo abot siya sa number 8 or number 10. Depende kung unsa kataas ang inyong kaso or inyong i-report. Okay, so police report may be written or oral, detailed or brief, simple or complex. So, it all depends to your superior kung unsaon ka or paunsa ka niya ipa-report, okay? Pwede manggod nga written report siya, meaning mag-report ka through written kana imong ginabuhat nga report, or oral, ikaw mismo personally mo report sa office imong superior, and i-report nimo, ihalad nimo sa iyaha kung unsa ang mga information nga imuhang nag-gather. Okay? And it all depends to your superior if he wanted a detailed description of your information, of the information that you've gathered, or brief lang, meaning summarization lang, or simple or complex. Okay? This may be prepared by anyone in the department, from the chief to the patrolman on the beat. So, regardless of your position, regardless of you are the, or if you are the PNP chief, you are obliged or you have the responsibility to make reports, okay, from the head of the PNP organization down to the patrolman. You are obliged, or it is part of your duty and responsibility to make reports, to make journals. So, walay makaligtas ani, unsa pa imong ranggo, unsa pa ang imong position, unsa ang imong designation, you are required to make reports. In any event, police reporting has become one of the most significant processes in modern police operation. Reports result from the fact has asked for them and needs them for immediate or future use. Kining reports, samot na kining mga written reports, you are that you are obliged to make, it will be or it will become a permanent record sa inyong office or sa inyong station. So once maging permanent na ng imong report, magiging official na po na siya. Given that your report is naka-attach diha ang logo sa inyong station kung asa ka na-assign, and ang logo sa PNP organization. So once nga mahimong official document na siya, therefore magiging permanent record na siya. Itago na siya sa inyo for safekeeping purposes and for further use. Pwede manggod siya mahimong reference for further situations. For example, kung naay mga cases nga alike or naay pagkakapareho, pwede po siya masubay ninyo ang modus operandi sa isa ka specific nga syndicate group, or sa pagsubay sa inyong crime rate. Pwede na ninyo gamiton, and many more. And narrative report writing. Effective in writing police reports where it presents the facts of what actually occurred. The chronology of actions is properly arranged according to the order of events. The report writer should follow the standard format prescribed by the PNP. So, ang narrative report writing is pagkakasunod-sunod. You are narrating the facts that you've gathered during your investigation. You narrate the facts or the details na imuhang na-gather or na-report sa imuha. Okay? And you must start from the beginning. Just like what I said earlier nga magsugod ka sa sinugdanan. Bahalag pabalik-balik ang report, bahalag pabalik-balik ang content, basta kay mauna siya ang standard nga gipangayo sa PNP. So, other than that, naapoy gina-require or prescribe na format ang PNP organization nga mauna ang dapat i-follow para mas uniform ang itsura sa report and as well as formal siya tan-awon. So, purposes of police report writing: to serve as the official document and permanent record of incidents in the community. To serve as the official document because once nga mapirmahan na sa inyong superior, magiging official document na siya together with the seal sa inyong station, okay, or sa office kung asa mo na-assign. And magiging permanent na siya because safekeeping man sada siya, ihipos na siya. Okay? To compile statistical information and identify problems in the community. Because naka-safekeeping na siya, so ang tanan records, tanan reports nga imuhang nabuhat or nabuhat sa inyong stasyon will be recorded. So malalaman ninyo kung unsa tong mga crimes gatalamak sa inyong area of responsibility and unsa tong mga crimes nga wala kaayoy record sa inyo ha. And when makita ninyo na siya, that is the time nga makita ninyo ang crime rate ninyo. Kung unsa tong talamak nga krimen nga perminti ma-report sa inyo ha, then ug unsa pud tong mga mga crimes or complaints nga seldom lang kaay ma-report sa inyo ha. Then that is the time nga ma-identify ninyo kung unsa ang problema sa inyong community, kung unsa ang kulang sa inyo ha. And in that way, makabalo mo kung unsaon ninyo pag-approach sa inyong community, unsaon ninyo pag-address sa problem, o unsaon ninyo pag-resolve ana. To facilitate investigations, prepare and defend court cases including prosecution of offenders. Of course, especially if you are the investigator or you are the apprehending officer, you are obliged to report or to present your report sa court proceedings para mag-testify nga yes, indeed, na inani nga kaso nga nahitabo, na inani nga incident or accident nga nahitabo. Yes, mao ni sila ang mga tao nga involved and maoni siya ang facts, your honor. So you have to be sure nga ang imong report is tama na, walay mali o wala po nag-jumble ang words, meaning wala nagsinumbagay ang English nimo, wala na, meaning walay mali ang imong construction of sentence because if nay makita nga mali si judge sa imuhang report, then pwede magud i-question ang imuhang credibility as an investigator or as a police officer. Okay? So once nga ma-question imong credibility, madaot na imuhang record, madaot imuhang pangalan as a police officer. And mura siya domino effect. Once nga madaot ang stasyon kung asa ka na-assign, and therefore mag-reflect na siya sa performance sa overall rating sa PNP organization. To identify training needs of the members of the Philippine National Police. Of course, just like what I said, there is item number 3, nga pag makitaan ka nga naa kay lacking skills in police writing or police report writing, then ma-identify din sa inyong station or sa organization nga naa kay kinahanglan nga agian nga training. So, malocate na nila, ma-identify na nila kung asa ka lacking, kung asa ka nagkulang, or asa ka perminti na imali, then you will be advised to take the course para maka-undergo kag training. Then ma-learn nimo tong mga common mistakes nimo and ma-correct nimo to para in the future pag ibutang na pud ka dito sa isa ka specific nga duty or in the future mo handle ka og panibagong kaso, kabalo na ka kung unsa ang dapat nimong buhaton o dili na balik-balik ang imuhang mga mali nga nabuhat. So important uses of police report writing. Serve as records for police administration in planning, directing, and organizing the unit's duties and responsibilities. So, tungod kay na-compile naman ang mga records ninyo, mas dali na sa inyong station or mas dali na sa organization nga magbuhat og plano, mag-direct, maghatag og instruction sa subordinates, and therefore mas organize ang unit niya because mas klaro ang designation of duties and responsibilities ninyo sa matag usa. Use a legal documents in the prosecution of offenders. Why? Just like the previous slide, di ba, magamit ang imong report because you and your report will be reporting to the court, di ba, as part of the due process of law if you are the investigator, di ba? So i-report nimo ilahat nimo sa korte nga mao na imong report mo ni ang results sa imong investigation, and your documents katong mga reports nga imong gilahad imong gi-present sa court, mao na to siya ang mga legal documents. Okay, magamit siya sa prosecution of offenders or sa court proceedings. Use as basis by law enforcement agencies and other government and private organizations. Provide information to the media which need access to public documents. As you can observe, na ay mga balita, right, nga balita sa TV nga gina-inform sa kapulisan ang public nga yes na ay inani nga kaso nga nahitabo, and we are still monitoring it or iniimbestigahan pa po namin, ma'am, sir, di ba? Mao na ang kanunay nilang ginaingon because sa ilahamang god, ang ilahamang responsibility is to inform the public nga naay inani nga krimen nga nahitabo, but they are not obliged to give all the information to the public because pwede man gud ma-compromise ang ilahang investigation or pwede pod ma-compromise ang ilahang duties, di ba? So madaot ang ilang performance. Mas manglisod sila dakop kay suspect. Okay? Be a basis for research and reflect the competence and personality of the police writer regarding his written work. So, sa to ang previous class na mention mangud nato nga through writing somehow ma-identify nato ang personality and behavior sa isa ka tao or ni writer, okay? Through his penmanship, through his choices of words, through his the way he construct his sentences, ma-identify nimo kung unsa siyang klase nga tao. So mag-reflect ang competence and personality sa police writer regarding sa iyang written work. Characteristics of an effective police report writing. So these are the characteristics that a police writer must have, okay, or must acquire, okay. So it must be accurate and specific. Accurate means not only being exact but also non-commission of errors, meaning dili lang ingon nga sakto, dapat wala po'y mali, dapat punto por punto ang imuhang paglahad sa information, okay. Words presented must be precise and correct. The report must be free from mistakes and errors because it must be non-commission of errors, so therefore dapat walay mali nga makita when the superior is going to read your report. So dapat tama siya tanan. Brief and concise. In order to make your reports brief and concise, avoid the use of redundant or superfluity, jargons, triteness, and misleading euphemisms, among others. So, itong mga redundant words, mga so very much, mga redundant na kaayo. Raise up. When you're going to raise, you are going upwards, right? So, you don't need to put up in the raise, okay? When you are going to say descend down, descend meaning going down, and you are not needed or dili na kinahanglan nga magbutang pa kag down nga word sa descend because the send word is already understood nga pababa ka. Or kung may kag ascend pataas, diba? Pag may ascend up, that is already a redundant word. So you have you don't need to put up when you are going to use ascend because pabalik-balik na ang imuhang words, okay? Mga words that have the same meaning. Dili na kinahanglan nga i-put them together, okay? Jargons, these are the terms or the words that is being used by a specific group or a community or an agency na pag gamiton na siya sa lain or sa gawa sa ilang group or pag gamiton na siya sa lain department is dili nila masabtan. Okay? Just like the criminology na atay mga jargons, right? For example, incarcerated, diba? Dili tanan nakasabot sa word incarcerated. When you are going to use incarcerated sa lain department, dili sila makasabot ana because kita lang ang nagagamit ana nga word along with the lawyers, along with the people that in line sa law enforcement nga trabaho. So sila lang ang makasabot ana. Clear and complete. Use simple words to assure understanding. Avoid also the use of general words, abstract words, weak phrases, gender-biased words, unwittingly language transference, colloquialism, and slang, among others. Finally, provide the necessary information and pertinent documents required to support the facts. So, the simpler words, the better. Okay? Naamanggod tay kinaiya manggod nga if we want to impress the reader, we tend to look for words nga lalom siya paminawon or dili kay siya ingon nga ginagamit as a normal conversation. So nagapangita tag mga words nga mga usahay lisod kaayo litokon, usahay lisod kaayo siya sabton just to impress the readers. But no, when you are going to make a report, the simpler words or the simpler construction of sentence, the better. Mas dali siya sabton sa reader, mas dali siya sabton sa imong superior. Samot na kung imong superior is super busy, a very busy person, he or she don't have the whole day to read your pila ka pages ka report. So you must use simple words and construct simple sentences para mahatag nimo ang imuhang gusto ipaabot sa iyaha or gusto nimo i-report sa iyaha. Okay? So pag may tag gender biased words, just like for example, chairman, bisan pag babae siya, imo siyang i-address as chairman. So naa naman tay ginagamit ka rin nga chairwoman nga word, right? So if you see or you observe or you notice nga babae ang nakaupuan na nga specific position sa motdag chairman position, then you are going to address her as chairwoman. Okay? If lalaki siya, then chairman. Leave it as it is. Pero pag babae siya, chairwoman. You have to address her gender, not just kanang mga nakasanayan nato nga chairman or whatsoever pa nga mga position. Okay? So clear, clean, complete communication, your conversation matters. So you have to be clear, klaro ang imuhang message, clean, without errors ang imuhang construction of sentences or ang imong content sa imong report. Then complete communication, meaning yung 5 wives and 1 husband naa siya sa imuhang content, kompleto siya. Then your conversation matters because you are going to report something important to your office or to the office of your superior that is related to your duty and responsibility as a police officer or law enforcement officer. Okay? And factual and objective. Focus on the facts, avoid getting opinions and personal judgments in order not to be partial and subjective. So, pag maingon ka og objective, you are stating the facts. You are stating what is really happening sa imuhang investigation or what really happened sa pagkahitabo gyud sa crime. Okay? So you are not going to put details or your opinions sa imuhang report just so to express your mind. Okay? So when you are going to make reports, you must put the facts only, the informations that you've gathered. If you have personal judgments towards the victim or towards the suspect, kamayong sala man sad sa victim good ginagpa-sexy siya or giprovoke niya si suspect tapos ibutang na nimo sa imong report. No. Okay? Kung unsa lang tong facts, kung unsa lang tong information nga gihatag si muha or gi-offer si muha, mao lang pud to imuhang ibutang. So if you have or if ever you have your opinion or personal opinion sa kaso or sa subject, then just keep it to yourself. Okay? You don't need to put or include it sa imuhang report. So, man sa kalahian sa objective and subjective. So, for example, I'll show you. Look at this picture, okay? As you can see, na ay orange sa tunga. So, diri sa isa, yung state is, those are oranges. Sa pikas pod, I love oranges. So, para sa inyo ha, asa diha ang subjective, asa pod dira ang objective. Okay, so, kining those are oranges, you are stating facts. That is being objective. You are describing, ginahalad nimo kung unsa imong nakita, okay? Kung unsay na-perceive sa imong senses, sense of smell, sense of taste, hear, sight, mao na imong i-report, mao na imong ilahad. Pag may kag I love oranges, that is your opinion. That is your personal feeling towards the subject or towards the object. I love oranges because orange is my favorite. Oranges are my favorite. So you are giving your personal opinion. You are giving your feelings towards the subject. So that is being subjective. Okay? So, claro? Okay. Well organized and grammatically correct. Follow proper rules in police report writing, including standard format specifications. Before you submit your report, you let someone check the grammar, sentence structures, spellings, punctuation, capitalization, and content of the report, among others. So, bisan pa og hawd ka sa tanan hawd mo buhat og report, just to make sure and to give assurance that your report is tama and wala nagimali, pwede man nimo ipabasa sa imong kauban or bisan kinsa sa sulod sa inyong office kung just to let her read your report or ipa-check siya kung tama na ba imong capitalization, imong punctuations, because bisan pag unsa pa ka hawd, bisan pag unsa pa ka swito, na magoy times nga tungod kay nakasanayan na ni nato buhaton, makaligtaan nato ang mga small details, just like the comma, the period, the colon, the semicolon, so on and so forth, di ba? So, just to give assurance, not just sa imuhang superior nga tama imuhang report nga imong ipasa sa iya, but also to yourself nga wala naging mali ang imong report, then pwede na nimo ipa-check sa iya, then let her give you her insights kung unsa pa bay needed nga sa imong report. Okay? Now we're going to tackle the types of police reports. Okay? So police blotter, this is the first type of report nga mo'y buhaton sa isa ka police officer. So police blotter refers to a logbook that contains the daily registry of all crime incident reports, official summaries of arrest, and other significant events reported in a police station. So kanang when you are going to have your OJT or practicum, ambot lang karon if possible tungod sa pandemic, then you are going or the station will introduce you to the logbook. Ang logbook is burag ka ng inyong book nga color blue nga baga kaayo, kang color blue nga dako nga baga kaayo. Ang content ana is mga reports, mga complaints nga gidunog or giduol diya sa inyong stasyon, diha i-record tanan, diha ilag tanan details nga ihatag kung kinsa ang complainant, kinsa ang report, kinsa ang gi-report, unsa ang gireklamo, about sa unsa ang gireklamo, o kanus-an nahitabo ang incident or accident. So tanan diha. O kinsa si desk officer. By the way, ang musulat ana sa logbook is si desk officer. Siya ang mo-cater, siya ang mag-address or siya ang mudawat sa mga complaints nga idunog diha sa inyong stasyon. So, sa picture, mao na siya ang itsura sa logbook nga gisulatan og complaints. Okay? And when your superior is going to ask you to make a report about the blotter complaint, then mao ning itsura niya, kini nanay logo sa police sa PNP, nanay logo sa inyong station, tapos na po'y seal and permado na pod sa inyong officer. So kung unsa ang content ani dire, mao pod ang content dire, same lang, mao lang gyapon ang content aning report nga imong ipasa sa imong superior. But nowadays nagahatag naman og form ang kapulisan sa mga complainant nga sila na ang mag-fill up to avoid to avoid complications, to avoid problems, para sakto gyud ang ilahang report, okay? Kay naman ko'y uban manggod nga mo reklamo sila kay tungod mao ni ang among gi-report pero nganong lahi ang gisulat. Because ang nagsulat manggod dito sa logbook is ang police. So ang iyahang gisulat dito is unsa lang puy na perceive niya. Pero kung si complainant mismo ang musulat dahil sa incident record form, then malahad niya tanan kung unsa ang iyahang na-perceive during the time nga during the commission of the crime, di ba? So siya na pud maghatag og details sa victim, siya maghatag og details sa iyahang sarili as the complainant, and siya pud ang maghatag og details sa suspect. And siya na pud ang mag-narrate diha sa large box diha sa lower part sa incident record form. And pirmahan po na niya. And when the time comes nga moreklamo siya nga nganong dili mao ang report, then ipakita nimo ni sa iya nga, ma'am, sir, ikaw ang nagbuhat ani, gi-transfer lang nako ni siya into a formal form in a formal report para ipasa nako sa mo ang head. So if ever nga naay discrepancy sa report, it is not our problem anymore. Meaning, it is not your fault anymore. Because dagsubay lang ka sa unsay gisulat niya sa incident record form. Okay? And the spot report. Spot report refers to the initial report written by a police officer after an important incident and submitted immediately to higher authorities for further investigation and appropriate action. So, ang spot report is kadugtong na siya sa blotter report, okay? Once nga mapasa na nimo ang blotter report, maghatag din og instruction ang inyong superior kung unsa ang angay nga action nga buhaton bahin anang specific nga report or specific nga crime. Then kung unsa tong report nga kung unsa tong actions nga inyong gi-take para anang initial report, then mao na ang inyong ibutang sa spot report. Kung unsa lang tong actions nga inyong gibuhat para aksyonan ang complaint nga gihatag sa inyo ha. Progress report refers to a follow-up report submitted by a police officer after conducting further investigation of a particular incident. Progress report can simply be an accomplishment report which may be analytical and may be comparatively longer than a spot report. It is longer than a spot report because kung unsa tong content sa spot report, same lang siya sa progress report, but sa lower part niya, before di mo i-disclose ang imuhang report, imo sang ibutang kung unsa ang mga follow-up actions or unsay nahitabo na sa investigation ninyo. For example, sa pag-conduct ninyo og initial action, dito nga gibutang ninyo sa inyong spot report, ang result ato is nakitaan ninyo mga evidences or ID nga probably mag-locate or mag-trace sa identity and sa location ni suspect. Tapos, pag-trace ninyo ato, indeed, na-locate ninyo and na-trace ninyo si suspect, na-identify na ninyo siya, mo na ang inyong ibutang sa progress report. Okay? Kung unsay progreso sa inyong report, unsa nay dagan sa inyong report. I mean, sa inyong kaso. Sorry. And final report. Final report refers to an accomplishment report written by a police officer after the investigation is completed and the case has been filed against the suspect or suspects. In some cases, a progress report can also be the final report, especially if the investigation has been terminated or terminated at that level. Okay? So, unsay meaning aning last part? Namanggoy time, for example, na ay nag-file na missing person, okay, sa inyong stasyon. Then, nag-conduct na mo og mga initial actions, nag-conduct na mo og mga further investigations, na abot na mo sa pagbuhat og progress report. Then, pagbuhat yung progress report, dito nakita na dito ninyo ilahad nga, for example, nakita na ninyo tong missing person, then case closed na. Kay mao na may tumong sa inyong kaso, right? Nga pangitaon si missing person. Then once nakita na ninyo si missing person, then that is the end of the case. That is the end of your investigation. So if ever man sad nga naapay kaso or kaso-kaso, then you are going to make a final report. Kung unsa inyo ibutang dire, ibutang ninyo if na-filean na ba og kaso si suspetsado, if na-detain na ba siya, or if nahatagan na ba siya final verdict, meaning napakulong na ba siya. So mo na inyong ibutang sa final report. So, after operation report, from the name itself, after operation. So, it refers to the report that may be rendered after the successful police operation that leads to the arrest of any member or some members of a syndicated crime group. So, from the name itself, after operation report. So, this is made right after conducting operation. Okay? Kung unsay resulta sa inyong operation mo, inyong ibutang diri sa inyong report. Investigation report, again, from the name itself, investigation report, it refers to a report such as in criminal investigations. The arrangement of the parts follows a specific pattern to be easily found and read. The investigator signs the report on top of the letterhead and on the lower fold of the paper. The word confidential is typed or stamped. So, if you are the investigator, kung ikaw sigador, buhat ka og report sa unsa nay dagan or unsa nay progress sa imuhang investigation. So, once nga nahumanan mo na siya og sulat, pirmahan na nimo ang upper part niya kung asa nakabutang ang logo sa PNP o logo sa imuhang station, pirmahan na nimo. And ang last part or lower part sa papel, pirmahan po na nimo and butangan nimo og confidential just to avoid tampering. Okay? just to avoid magdagdag bawas og mga information. Okay? And situational report refers to a report which is done on a need basis. It contains the actual situation of a particular incident or incidents which are in public interest. This is primarily addressed to the commander or chief for him to know the actual situation before the media and the public is informed. For example, sensational crimes. So, natural, imo na siyang i-report if you are the police officer, imo na siyang i-report sa media because for the public to know nga naagyo inana nga krimen nga hitabo. Okay? But before reporting it or before giving information to the media, mag-report sa una ka sa imong chief or sa inyong superior nga mao ni ang kaso, sir, mao ni ang dagan sa kaso, mao ni involvement, so on and so forth. Unsa ang muang ihatag sa media. So pag once nga maghatag na og information or instruction ang imong superior or si chief, kung unsa lang to iyang giingon nga ihatag sa media, mao lang pud ang imuha ilahad. Then other than that, if naapay mga questions, si media moingon lang mun nga iniimbestigahan pa po namin, ma'am, sir. So mao na ang purpose nila. Okay? Not to overshare the information because it can compromise the investigation. And I think this is the last type of report, the beat inspection report. It refers to a report that is submitted daily by any duty officer after his or her routine check on foot. So, beat inspection report. So, if you are police trainee, then if ever nga nag-FTP na mo, nag-field training program, then you are the field training officer. Mao nang mga police, mga training nga mga police nga naa sa daplin sa dalan, nga body system, nag-posting sila, mao na ilahang ginakandak beat inspection, okay? Nag-beat patrol sila. So every after duty nila at the end of the day, magbuhat sila ilahang report or ang other term na is journal kung unsay dagan sa ilahang adlaw during sa ilahang duty. Napaday last. After patrol report, from the name itself, from the title itself, okay, refers to a report which is submitted by assigned sector using official vehicles and is signed by the team leader. So, after patrol report, maoning report nga ginabuhat sa mga police officers na nagkandak og patrol through police car. Kung nagsakay sila police car, nagkandak sila patrol, mas large ang AOR nila, area of responsibility nila sa silang pagpatrol. So mo ni ilahang buhaton nga report. Okay? And that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I hope na mo'y na-learn and you can download it for you to watch it offline. And if you have any questions regarding sa mga topics nga ako ang gihatag or gidiscuss karon, you can ask me through sa tong GC or through Google Classroom. Okay? Stay safe. Bye!